Hi guys, didn't die in my first two workout sessions. Workout sessions went well. There's not an awful lot, to be honest. Big thing is this, getting out in this. So it's a combination of things, right? So not drinking fizzy drinks. So I was the last time, and I was drinking alcohol. So I'm thinking if I can cut that out, that'll be the main thing. And steps are so important. I hear people saying, oh, walking's not important. It fucking is, absolutely is. It's the main reason why I lost as much weight as I did. Weirdly enough, it's easier to think, like, if I go on a big long run, you know, that I'm probably burning, you know, hundreds of thousands of calories, so I can have that meal, you know, that cheap meal that I wanted. But you can't. That's the thing. So then you overestimate how much calories you've burned, whereas you underestimate it if you're walking. Because just walking, you know, for me, it proved a lot. Movement is key, and it's true, you know. Like, the thing that I did, the non-negotiable, was I got my steps in, regardless, you know. 10,000 every day. That's what I'm aiming to do now, and it's just as important as any weight session. I would say more important. Bichons are out. You can hear them. My little buddies, mes amis. But yeah, just made myself the wraps that are on my meal plan. Really enjoyed them. Them and BLTs are like the holy grail. So tasty. Kept me on the right track as well. You know, because if I didn't have them, I'd be picking out. I'm going to try doing no cheat meals this time. So I'll stick to the plan. Give myself about 3 months. I'm hoping to lose about 8 kilos. Which I think is doable. I know it's doable. Because I got a far less stuff in my way now. And I lost 13.6 in 5 months. Just out of breath because I've been running around. So, running around with Alfie, that also helps. But yeah, over a month off alcohol, so that's going to help. I was drinking the last time. So there's definitely different things, you know, that are at play. And I'm actually happy that my body's sore, because it's like, it's getting a test. So as I start to progress, I'll start putting videos up of the workouts themselves. I've posted a few of them already. And look, yesterday I really didn't want to do it. Can't tell you how much I was dreading it, but I know I can do it. And the thing that I always say is, if you can push through it, you know, on the tough days like that. And that's why I filmed the tough days, because now I look back on that and go, I really did not want to do a session there. Everything was telling me not to, but I got it done anyway. So if you can get a session done on days like that, you can get a session done on any day, you know. And that's the important thing. And look, the big difference in my mindset now is that I know when I've been slacking and when I haven't been, you know. Like, you know, when you see some influencer and they're online and they're saying stuff to you like, you know, I know you can do it, you know you can do it. you're just telling yourselves lies, you can get it done. I was like, yeah, difference now is that I know I can get it done. It's just that I haven't been. It's like, yeah, now I can. I'm choosing not to see it. And that's the big difference. But the reason for that is because I've had other shit that I've needed to do. Dicky up the house for my mum, send out job applications, working part-time, so that's something. But just look at that. I'll get a bit closer there. Quilcher better not be destroying this land. Look at that. Yeah, Quilcher better not be fucking ruining this land. Everybody heard of afforestation as opposed to deforestation? Looking at the Sitka timber, Sitka sows or something like that they were calling it. The timber anyway. Danny Healy-Ray having a heated debate with people as well. We are looking into it, we're doing that. You take that back. That thick Kerry accent. Oh, what a funny guy. Oh, see that just eases me right there. There's a channel I started watching, Kev Collins, and he talks about the importance of trees and nature, and he's dead right. And that's it, you know. This is so good. This is going to be not only good for my my weight loss, but that yoke as well, because I learned what was possible. So let's look at it, right? Doing night shifts, living with my granddad, you know, travelling an hour and a half to and from work, drinking alcohol at the weekends. Not every weekend, but you know, I was going out with friends. I also was drinking fizzy drinks, not mental, you know, nothing insane, but if I felt like them, I'd certainly have them, put it that way. And having cheat meals at the weekend. So if I can cut all those things out, don't have night shifts, so my sleep pattern will be more regulated. Cut fizzy drinks out altogether. Cut alcohol out completely. Yeah, I mean, I'd say I'll get down to my goal weight in no time. You know? Like, this isn't going to be your big mad transformations that you're going to see, but it's because I'm not taking anything. I'm not even taking protein powder at this stage because it made me feel sick. Just look at that skyline. It's very humid. Ooh, let's have a look over there. Class. Amazing. Ooh. The thing is just getting started, you know? Like, it's true, you know, as cringy as it is, but you can make all the excuses in the world. I was looking back, you know, because I was looking to see why did I stop? What hampered my progress? And I think when you get to your goal, it's easy to then go, right, I reached it, and now throw in the towel or I reach the goal, and I didn't feel great, you know, I couldn't appreciate it at the time. I'm aiming now to keep it going. And this is linked to that, the gut. And I was in quite a bad way. You know, I'd lose the weight, then I'd go out and binge drink. Be like, lost all the weight so I can go out and put it all back on again. And I haven't put it all back on again, but there's been a lot that I've wanted to get done for my own personal benefit, you know, life goals that I've been aiming for. As I say, doing my manual driving lessons, something I've been putting off for a while, finally doing them again, which is great, you know, it's really good. You know, the garden's looking really neat and tidy, new decking is down, side gates back up. It's not as if I haven't been busy, but you know, I've been putting off workouts, and it just wasn't the goal of mine. Here we get to the horses. Story horse. How he is, fellas. He's gonna come over. Going over. Me. Got any ketamine. Hey fellas. Nice, aren't they? Amazing. We'll catch us on the way back. But yeah, like, I know it's possible, just haven't been doing it. On and off medication, I feel like medication is just gonna fuck it up. I wasn't taking any medication at the time when I was losing weight, and posted something on Instagram which I might share on this, you know, but did my weight loss journey, and then I went back on Lexapro, and when I went on it, my chest looked tiny, I had a big belly on me, and then when I went off it, for 3 months, you know, literally 3 months, I not only had a more defined chest, but my stomach didn't look as fat either, you know. I was actually lifting weight and putting on muscle because I was eating more calories, so I was in a calorie surplus. That was the aim, it was the goal, you know. And it's true, if you lose a lot of weight, your body is almost primed to put on muscle. So you keep lifting the weight, but you increase the calories. That worked for me brilliantly, really well. And I've heard people say it, and I was like, so it is true. Because I found that anyway, but to have lads who actually know what they're talking about confirm it for you is nice, you know. It's like, so I'm right. I like to be right. Oh, very humid, very clammy, but lovely nonetheless. My hay fever gets flared up. Oh, lovely out though. But yeah, I'm just happy to start, you know, and I'm set a goal now. I know what's possible, and hopefully I can achieve it. Fingers crossed. Because I haven't been feeling great. I've had stuff that I've had to do. You know, called a lot of friends, so there's a lot of people who, you know, would be drinking buddies, and yeah, it hurts in the moment, like having to cut ties with them, but you realise they were holding you back. There's a lot of people that I don't see anymore who are just holding me back, and I'd lose all the weight, and then I'd go back out with them. I'd start drinking again to tolerate them, because I didn't like them. And guess what? Pile all the weight back on. And that's actually ironic, because just shared a memory there on my shorts about Mallorca with my brother, and that's when I got down to 106.4 kilos. It's just very light, you know, for me. It's the lightest I've been in a while. That's the way it was on that trip, but all inclusive, eating shitty food, sleeping, you know. We went on a hike a few of the times actually when we were there, which people were amazed by. You walked on your holiday, God forbid. But we did, you know, I had a good time. I enjoyed it. He's very impatient. I was like, oh, you know, it was bored, and I didn't want to do an awful lot, and I was like, yeah, it was relaxing, you know. It wasn't a rip-roaring session or nothing, but it was calm, it was nice, it was pleasant. That's all I was looking for. So that's what we got. I was happy with that, you know. But yeah, like, one thing I want to talk about, and I'm getting sidetracked as I always do, but it's making a note of previous mistakes. Right, so I mean, the goal was to get in shape for the holiday to Mallorca, but then when I got back, I was knackered and I did not have the motivation for the gym. And there was so much shit in the house that I hadn't dealt with. Dealt with that now. Always seems to be one new thing after another, but I've got most of it done, thank God. So that's a stress off my mind. I'd always drink again, you know, as well. You know, and the thing is, you don't feel good when you're doing that. You feel sloppy and groggy. One sec, flies going into my eyes. But I'd always just throw the towel in and go, oh, fuck it, I don't really care about working out now. Just want to have a laugh, have a few drinks. It warps though how you were feeling. You were actually feeling quite good, and now you just destroyed it by putting a depressant into your body. Funny that, isn't it? And it creeps up on you, you know. It's not like it happens instantly. And then, like, I was doing a good bulk last year. Then that trip to Benidorm with my mates, you know, felt like I got to see a side of them that I kind of thought I was dead and buried, but it's not. You know, I don't think any of us are good for each other, you know. And that's fine. Look, I'll take some responsibility as well. It's not all on them, but there's something that has taken so long to organise, and it finally happened. So I was like, thank God. But we went abroad, then we got back. I was drinking again, not working out, because I've been lifting really good weight in the gym, getting strong, you know. And also, like, not just getting strong, but combining techniques that I'd learned from the coach, you know, some more reps. But I was doing like 8 reps of 100 kilos, 5 reps of 115, which is really good for me, you know. And I was delighted with that. It was really over the moon. More naughty redges down here, down in the beautiful Republic, every day. But yeah, making good progress in the gym, doing only like 2 or 3 sessions a week, but that was enough, you know. I find like when you're on a bulk, if you do a really good session, you hit every group. Like every week you hit every single body part, you eat more calories, you lift heavier weights. Generally what I find is you get stronger and you start to look better, as long as you're staying active, you know. What was I going to say? But yeah, going to Benidorm, we just drank every day. I mean, I kind of knew it was going to happen. It wasn't the wildest holiday you're ever going to see. It was way wilder than that, but we did drink every day and, you know, slacked around, didn't eat great food either. Fucking fry up for every breakfast and then pizza for dinner. And like I say, I clashed with my mates and kind of felt a little bit shittier about myself. We tend to clash a bit more, especially since I start setting boundaries and they don't like it when I give it back to them. So there's that. Look at this though. Wow. Oh, bring it back now, y'all. So like when you get home, I felt knackered. It's like I need to sleep for Ireland now. Stopped working out, whereas I'd been making good progress, been doing a good bulk, you know, a healthy bulk for the most part. On holiday I was smoking, I was drinking, doing all the unhealthiest things you can imagine. And look, you're on holiday, you're allowed, but your progress gets undone. That's the point I'm making. And it'll affect your head because, you know, you were doing well. You want to keep that going. So now, like, as much as it hurts, cutting people out that are ruining your progress and living a healthier lifestyle, I think is important, and I got it done, you know. Thing is, I know I can do it, so I'll keep you updated as I go, and wish me luck, guys. And I try my damnedest anyway. I'll just show you like the journey as it goes. Especially like what I want to put emphasis on is, you know, working out when you're dealing with mental illness of any kind. It's not easy, but if you guys comment on the videos and I'll share what I can, you know, try and help you out. You know, because there will be ups and downs, of course, but holding yourself accountable is the main thing. You can do that, you're halfway there. So yeah, best of luck, I'll see you in the next one. Ta-da.